Good morning, millennials. Welcome to the Morning Toast. My co-host today has the same haircut as Jackie, a la like 1 year ago, but it's brown, it's Daryn, she's here. She's always here with Jackie. It's like so annoying because I just watch and like I'm screaming at the phone like because I want to get my questions in for you.
Yeah, of course.
Do people just come up to you on the street and are like, well, what did Lissa Rinna say, you know?
Mostly. They'll be like, I'm a huge Toaster fan. Tell me this, this, and this, and this. And I'm like, oh, that's so great. It's so nice that you watch.
You're a Bravo encyclopedia, basically.
Well, yeah, no, I think you're the Bravo encyclopedia.
Actually, Jackie is really, because I had dementia, I don't remember anything.
No, like,
she
she's
can recall
Mensa for Bravo.
Season 4, episode 21, Lissa Rinna says, I don't know why I keep using Lissa Rinna as an example, but.
Because we love her and she's
and
amazing.
We were just talking about her.
She's the most amazing housewife, and I interviewed her last
She
weekend.
is, and there is so much going on in the world that I want to talk to you about, but like at the end of the day, all roads lead back to Bravo.
Yeah, I know. You were like, here's 5 things that aren't Bravo. You're like, we have to get to a Bravo story. I was like, we're just going to bring
as
it
a
back
segue to bring us
Bravo.
back. There's so much going on, but what's going on in your life?
Oh my God, I have so much. I have literally so much going on. Podcast for Martinis and Murder. We're doing a live show at South by Southwest.
You
We're doing
are?
a live
Wait,
show
what's the day? I'm
March
going to be there.
9th. Are you going to be there?
No, I get there March 12th and I leave March 12th.
Oh.
The life of a jet
Oh,
setter.
Claudia Oshry just flying into Austin for 3 hours.
No, I know. That's so cool.
What are you there for? What are you just like?
A panel just discussing developing businesses and media.
Look at her, a little entrepreneur.
with like other like really actually accomplished people, and I think they just like wanted me to be nice and like wanted me to post about it on Instagram. You know, that's why I'm always there, just post about stuff on Instagram, and I do.
I love when you tell me you're near like semi-famous people. They're like, they just want me to post on my Instagram. I'm
It's
like,
true.
oh my God,
it's true.
It's so
good.
good.
Martinis and Murder podcast.
Martinis and Murder. Then we're doing a live show for Death Becomes Us, which is a crime festival in New York City at the end of March. Please come if you're here. And then I'm starting to do the videos behind Watch What Happens Live called Bravo Pregame again. So that's why I was interviewing Rinna. I'm doing Tom Sandoval tonight.
You do it in the green room?
Doing it in the green room. And I'm
Before the
interviewing
show.
Dorit tomorrow.
You are?
Dorit.
Do you only do it, the Bravo pregame, with the guests on Watch What Happens Live who are Bravo celebrities? Like, are you going to do it with Chrissy Teigen? Well, actually, Chrissy Teigen would do it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I find that BravoTV.com fans really just want more Bravo people.
Right.
Like, they go to Watch What Happens Live, I think, to get, like, what's Julia Roberts saying about the Vanderpump dog scenario?
Right.
But for me, like, they just want to know more about Bravo.
What is Julia Roberts saying about the Vanderpump dog scenario? Is she saying anything?
She's probably not saying anything because she's, like, too cool
Yeah.
and, like, too pretty.
She was
and I'm
annoying
okay
me
with
last
that.
night at the Oscars.
She's the love of my life.
Is she?
My girlfriend has like the biggest boner for her. Like loves her. She's like, she's just an amazing actress. She's just amazing this.
She is amazing.
She's amazing. Like she looks great.
Oh, phenomenal.
Like she doesn't look like she's had any work done, and that's the point.
Yeah, that is the point. That's good work.
Yeah, right, exactly. I don't want to look like I've had work.
She was bothering me last night just because like she was being so like over dramatic with her mannerisms and the way that she was speaking when she had like 2 sentences to say. And also she had severe dry mouth and the microphone was picking up the, you know this, sorry podcasters, ready? It's like,
Don't. That is literally for lesbians. That's like a big no. No, big no. We don't even.
So
joke
did you
about
pick
that
up on
stuff.
it last night at the Oscars?
Only I was at a party. I'm picking up on now though, and that's
No, it was annoying me so much. It's like, drink some water, bitch.
no, it's giving me PTSD.
She was thirsty as hell.
Who were you like really surprised that you thought like dressed really well at the Oscars last night?
Oh, I mean, I just like, the whole thing was like so weird. I mean, Casey Musgraves killed it. And the Daily Mail had the absolute nerve to put her on the worst dress list, which just, I mean.
I love her. I love Casey Musgraves.
I die for her. And do you see Kyle Richards is like living for the comparisons? People say they look alike. And a lot of people thought at the Grammys that it was Kyle Richards.
God, no shit. She
Yeah.
loves that.
No, she loves it. And she was responding to everyone on Twitter last night like, Kyle Richards at the Oscars, hot.
I mean, you like dressing up. Would you want to go to the Oscars if someone's like, here's a free ticket? You don't get to sit in the front row.
Oh,
here's a free
okay.
ticket. Do you want to go?
So I had that offer for the Grammys. And I do
You get performances.
Right, I was going to say, like, I did have severe FOMO.
Yeah.
For the Oscars, not so much. I was thinking, Casey Musgraves walked on the red carpet. She was talking in all the interviews how her dress was, like, so heavy and it was so much and everyone had to make way for the dress. And then she sat down in this little, like, theater chair in this big-ass dress. And you could see her dress literally from every angle of every scene. Like, anytime they panned to the audience, you saw her dress. And it's like, I would need to do that and then put on leggings. I literally need to put this on.
Right, it's like at a wedding, like after the ceremony's done, like then you put on your flip-flops.
Right, exactly. And that's why I don't think I could really ever be like actually famous.
I just feel like it would be horrible.
Like
and
the comfort.
very boring.
I was just watching Country Strong. And before, spoiler alert, Gwyneth Paltrow commits suicide. She parts some wisdom onto like the new, budding country star. Supposedly we're supposed to think that this is the next Kelly Cantor. And she's giving her like all the list of things. She's like, find a way to tell people about your parents. If you ever, anything gets damaged, don't drink carbonated or whatever. And then she goes, wear heels. all the time, anywhere you go, no matter what. And then I'm like,
I literally kill myself.
damn, I can never be Kelly Canner.
I
because I'm not ever going to be wearing heels.
No, those aren't heels, right? Those
No,
are
of
boots.
course not.
Yeah, no.
I bring literally like flip-flops with me, like from the nail salon, everywhere I go.
It is just as important as chapstick. Like a
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, you need it at, like, I want like a foldable flip-flop that you can just like fit in your back pocket.
That's a good invention. You should make one for Shark Tank. I had an invention that
that's a good call.
I wanted to run by you. Can I pitch you my invention?
Of course.
You know what a squatty potty is?
Of course.
Okay, so I have a squatty potty. I actually threw it out yesterday just because it's so big and it gets so dirty and it takes up so much space in my little bathroom. And
Did it help?
It changed my life. So like it was really upsetting for me to have to get rid of it. And it changed my life so much so that I travel so much that I literally like will be in hotels or airports or wherever and like I can't go number 2 because I need that elevated 6-foot surface.
You need to have your feet up like this.
So I've started to take garbage cans and put them under my feet. And it works. It works, but it's not great. And I was on the airplane and I was hungover. And I really needed, I'm sorry, this is really so graphic, but I needed to poo.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do it, one, because I have a phobia of airplane toilets.
I don't know if I ever want to poop on a plane.
I never have. I held it in the whole time.
Yeah.
But also, not having that 6-inch surface was also making it rather difficult.
Right.
And in that moment of desperation in this little bathroom, I thought of an invention.
Okay.
And I drew a sketch of it.
The mother of necessity, that's how inventions are started.
And also, I know someone could technically steal the idea, but me saying it now, that means I own the intellectual property.
Yeah.
So, picture this. It's a foldable, it's 2, because you need one for each foot. It's like a foldable stirrup.
Okay.
So it's shaped like a stick and then a U on top.
Okay.
That you just put your foot in and it can hold up to like 200-300 pounds. It has like a little like platform at the bottom so it doesn't fall over.
It's like a tripod for your foot.
Yes! Oh my God, but you get 2 of them and then you fold them back up. It's like AirPods and then you put it back in this little thing and then you throw it in your purse.
That would be, okay, but like it would have to be really small because no one's gonna want to carry around 2.
Agreed, but especially in an airport, you're already carrying a lot of stuff. So like if it's the size of a phone, I think you're fine.
You need to find the difference between like, is 2 inches off the ground gonna make a difference or does it really need to be 5?
It has to be 5 or 6.
Okay, so these are kind of big tripod-y stirrups.
Right, but they decompress, what's the word, decompress? Like, no, they collapse. They collapse. Like, you know those Ray-Ban sunglasses that like you take off and then the eyes fold like 600 times?
Yeah, like,
that's my stirrup.
That is actually hilarious.
Guys, tell me if you would buy it. I would really like pursue it.
Even if 5 people buy it, it's so worth it just for you to invent something.
No, not even that. It's just worth it for me to have a product. I don't need to invent it for mass production. I just need to make it for myself.
I think you should do it.
But where do you start with something like this? Where do I find a factory?
Oh my God, it probably is so easy. I would start with like anywhere that makes like furniture, like little table legs or like dollhouse little things. So they make it tiny. And then you just need like a little tripod and then you can fasten like a little.
Do you want to be a partner in my company?
Yeah, done. We'll start inventing right now.
You have to promote it on Watch What Happens Live though and in all your Bravo podcasts.
Done.
Okay, great.
Done. That's easy.
$51.49.
We'll have, yeah.
I did invent it, so.
Yeah.
Sorry,
very quickly.
60-40, 60-40.
Yeah, 60-40, but I'll promote. I'll have Andy do a demonstration.
Done. And we'll have Andy on the toilet. Or like Andy's little baby on the toilet. That's so cute.
Even to watch Andy do a demonstration, I feel like that would be the highest rated episode of Watch What Happens Live. I think ever.
I mean, any product Andy lends his name to was automatically like a banger.
Gold. Yeah, right.
Auto car, what's it called?
Auto Trader.
Auto Trader. You were on the commercial.
Yeah, I was. I was on 3 of them.
And they're still playing. Like they play everywhere, not just on Bravo.
I didn't think that they were going to play this much.
So now
when people
everywhere.
Tell this to me, I'm like a little embarrassed. Like
Why?
they'll be like, shop all the cars, and I'm like, oh yeah.
Wait, so when you did that, like, did they do your hair and makeup? Like, big time.
The same woman, Caroline, who does Andy's makeup, did my makeup for that shoot because we shot it at the office, and it was like 8 hours, 2 shoots. It was like very Hollywood, very.
Did they pay you?
Yeah, of course.
Auto Trader paid you.
Auto Trader.
How much? A lot?
I can't disclose the amount, but it was a very good payday for me.
Can you disclose it to me later?
Yeah, I can disclose it to you later.
I'm so nosy.
But
always
you can't
asking
disclose
people,
it to anyone else.
No, I would never. I'm always asking people how much money they make. It's like so fucking rude.
I will say, well, I mean, there's all those rules because you have to like be part of SAG. Are you part of SAG?
Oh, so when you do like Instagram like sponsorships in the video form, you get eligible for SAG. And I was like about to do it. They wanted $3,000 for membership fees.
Well, that's the thing. But you know what? The health insurance and SAG is like amazing and incredible.
So
but
I
like
actually,
the dues are insane.
I just got health insurance. off of Ben because Ben just turned 26. So until now, he was on his parents' plan.
Right.
And I've been self-employed since school, so I just like haven't really, gotten around to like paying for healthcare.
Yeah.
But now that I'm married and Ben turned 26, I get his work health insurance, and I just got glasses, and my vision test was $10. And Ben has just been insured forever.
Like 85-year-old woman, and that is why I love you. You're like, went down to the Publix.
No, it's
I
crazy.
got
Ben has had amazing insurance forever, so like he's not phased by it.
Right.
But the guy's like, the vision test is like $250. I'm like, okay, I'll like $250 for peace of mind, fine. He's like, oh, but your insurance, let me see the calculations, $10. I was like,
do you wear contacts every day?
no, I find vision like really fine, but in like long distances, I can't see like really not well at all. And I do get migraines, and I happen to think that the lack of like good vision contributes to it. Also, I'm just dramatic, and I want glasses, like a cute pair. With,
I was gonna say, like, I think you look really cute with glasses.
No, I know, and Ben wears glasses, and I wear like his old glasses while we're in bed watching TV or like doing anything, like
literally
at the theater.
At the theater.
At the theater. So I just think it's time that I invest in my own pair and get like a chic Tom Ford, like round, oversized glass.
Get something like even Oliver Peoples would be good.
That's
for you.
what Ben
like,
wears.
Yeah. Persals would be nice.
Persals. Do you wear glasses? Do you wear contacts?
No, I love women in glasses though. It's like a weakness. My girlfriend wears glasses.
Does
I
she?
don't.
Well, I'm afraid that like I'm just gonna now rely so much on my glasses that one day I'm gonna eventually need to get contacts. Is that how it works?
I don't know, but
I think it
maybe
is.
maybe you like handicap your own eyes, but whatever. You'll have your contacts in the same exact case that you have your little stirrups,
right?
And it'll all be in compact in one place.
I love it. Yeah. I love it.
God, you're gonna be fine.
And then I can make like another business like for women in glasses.
Right, like poop, but see while you're pooping. So it's
with like a rear view mirror.
Exactly.
I like it.
It's like a one-woman show for you, literally.
Well, now that we've sufficiently wasted enough time.
Yeah, I've made you rich.
I think I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready to talk all things with you today.
We are about to jump into the fast 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast. So obviously we have to start with the Oscars.
Obviously.
So much happened. Here's the complete list of winners, even though like I don't care.
Do the main ones.
What were your thoughts on the first Oscars without a host?
I thought it was way better. I thought it flowed more easily.
It did.
I like that they kind of kicked it off with Maya Rudolph, Amy Poehler, and Tina Fey because they were funny, they were lighthearted,
it felt
they were
like a
quick.
host.
Yeah, I don't know, like I like the speeches, and sometimes there's great speeches, but sometimes they just drag on for too much, and I just like. You know what it's like wanting a show. It's like, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Like,
well,
come on.
I usually am not here for the hosts, but I did think like just given what has happened in the past like week or 2 weeks, there's so much opportunity for fodder. And just imagine for 1 second, Kevin Hart had hosted and was talking about Jordan and Kylie, Musty Smollet. Like, there's just so much going on in the world for him to poke fun at.
It would have been a really good. The truth is like if you host the Oscars, you can't win.
R. Kelly.
Yeah. But like, could you touch that? Like, I don't know. Hollywood's very, very sensitive about what you can touch.
So interesting.
Yeah.
I'm rewatching Entourage, and first of all, the first season I think is 2006. Like, it's really a different world. They say the words FAG and RETARD literally 6 times per episode. It's crazy.
Oh yeah.
And I remember watching it the first time and not thinking anything of it, and now in the first episode he's like, "Yo, you're retarded." I was like, what?
I know.
It's really like, it was a different lifetime. But there's a scene where Ari took Viagra and then his wife leaves because she gets mad at him or something. He goes, I'm harder than R. Kelly at recess.
But that's the thing though, like those jokes, you might have been too young. Like I remember the P-tape.
No.
Like I remember when all that stuff came out and it was just like in the ether. No one like did anything about it.
But think about it. This was a joke in 2008, I want to say.
Yeah.
Where like, he was still very much like poppin' and cool.
100%. I mean, up until a year
ago. So people now are like so shocked. I can't believe R. Kelly. Really? Because Ari Gold knew.
Right. Like
Mark Wahlberg knew.
I think it's a little bit like how Hannibal Buress like called out Bill Cosby. It was like in the ether, but no one really said anything about it.
That's like Family Guy. Now, if you go back and watch, like Seth MacFarlane has been calling out like Harvey Weinstein and so many people, like Kevin Spacey, forever.
They've all been doing it, just no one's been paying attention.
It's crazy. So I just really would have liked Kevin Hart is so funny. I would have loved just to hear his fodder, even though like given what had happened to him and then like given Jussie Smollet like pretending to have been victimized for being gay and black. I don't think Kevin Hart might have been the best person to start joking about it.
No, probably not. Jussie Smollett has like ruined it for the gay and black community forever.
Jussie Smollett has ruined my life.
No, like I thought it was actually a hoax at first. Like that's the problem with it, and I know we're switching to that subject right now, but like you know what? You're like scared to say something
course.
about that. Like I've been hate crime before, so I
Have
didn't-
you?
Yeah, by an ex-girlfriend's mother.
Oh, is that what's in Andy's book?
Yeah, that like threatened my life with a
That was
shotgun or
so
whatever. I
crazy.
mean, like I guess that's considered a hate crime, right?
totally
like even
is.
if it's verbal, like total
Totally.
emotional abuse
Counts.
And like I don't know, that was a real thing I went through. So when you see someone a victim and I'm gay, go through it, you're like, oh my God, this is horrible. But you're like, who carries a noose around at 2 a.m.? Like,
Right.
is this bleach? I don't know. He still had the Subway sandwich in his hand. And the cops came. Like, something's not adding.
But you know what? It's not like your job to like investigate. I feel like
No, right.
there's a responsibility on like reporters these days to like do that kind of work. But everyone is so sensitive. Like you would never
Exactly.
ever want to accuse someone of who's a victim of a hate crime of making it up.
Right. And so what's like the solution there? We say like, if this is true, it's horrible.
But then that's like so insulting.
Right,
if
because
it's
you're like,
true.
oh, you denying that
Right,
there's black
my
and gay guy?
experience.
Right, so it's hard either way, and that's why I was like, I don't want to say that it's because imagine if it wasn't a hoax, and I was like, this is a hoax. I would've
Horrifying.
Lost my job.
Horrifying.
Lost my job.
So we're gonna get into that in a little bit, but here's a list of winners of the movies that actually
Yeah.
matter. For Best Picture,
Did you see all the best pictures?
no, I only saw A Star Is Born.
I
and-
only saw that in favorite.
What did you think of The Favorite?
I actually really liked it. I thought it was a really good period piece. I mean, obviously the lesbian undertones were like great for me.
Oh, what's the lesbian? I don't even know what it's about.
Basically, Rachel Weisz and Emma Stone are, so the queen is like Olivia Colman. She won last night.
Yes.
And her like companion, like sidekick, like basically ride or die, like me for Andy is Rachel Weisz. And you find out that Rachel Weisz has been like hooking up with Olivia Colman this whole time.
Shock.
And then Emma Stone comes in as like her kind of servant and then seduces Olivia Colman, and then they're kind of in this weird like love triangle in like
Weird.
the 1700s or whenever it is.
Weird.
It's pretty good.
And what's
It's
Joe Alwyn's role?
I mean, just like another person. Who's
Oh,
like
okay,
a-
okay.
Yeah, not major. Not
It's so weird, the Joe Alwyn of it all.
It's so weird.
Okay, so Green Book won.
Yeah,
I didn't
I didn't
see
see
it,
that.
but Ben did, and like Ben is not like into movies, and he could not stop talking about how it's the best movie he ever saw. And then
Really?
all like the little teasers for it made me really want to see it.
I heard it's like Driving Miss Daisy, except the white guy's driving the black guy.
I don't know Driving Miss Daisy, I never saw it.
Okay, it was a very popular film, like back in the
Well,
day. Yeah.
Green Book was popular too. It won.
We'll have to see it. Okay.
A Star Is Born did not win. I actually thought Black Panther was going to win.
You thought?
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Me neither, but Ben saw it. I don't know why I'm like speaking through Ben's
Gasped
experience.
from the studio.
But Ben is like, Black Panther is the best movie he ever saw in his life. And when he came, I remember, it came out a long time ago. And when he saw it and he came home, like he was invigorated with new life. Like he was just nonstop talking about it.
Black Panther was Wakanda forever, right?
Yes.
That really
Chadwick
came
Boseman.
out within the past year?
Yeah, that's what Ben said too.
Oh my God. Wow. I
don't know
didn't
why I
even think
can't stop
about
talking about
that.
Ben.
For some reason, I didn't even put two and two. Okay, whatever.
Best Director winner was Roma.
Yeah.
Notable loser was Spike Lee.
Yeah.
And I remember,
He's like never won.
well, so he won last night for adapted screenplay.
Right, I know that.
But he was on Ryan Seacrest and he was just like, yeah, this is my first nomination or whatever. And he was like, it's a sham. Like, I should have been nominated a long time ago. And I usually hate when people do that, like, be grateful. But I do kind of agree. Like, he's this iconic director and he's never been nominated for an Oscar.
But at the same time, wouldn't you think that Spike Lee would like hate the Oscars?
Yes, because he's so like
he's
indie
like the Bob
alternative,
Dylan of it all, where he's like, I don't
anti-mainstream.
give a shit. I won the Peace Prize or
But
whatever.
then when Green Book won Best Picture,
Yeah.
he like turned around and refused. He put his back to the
There's
cast.
something like just so sad
Immature,
about
like,
that.
that's so stupid.
Like you're already so wealthy, you're already sitting at this like the peak event of LA,
Yeah.
and you're turning your back.
In
I'm
the
like,
front row, and like he got so many shout outs. Like it was, Spike Lee was like the star.
yeah, right. He always is the star.
Best animated feature film, Spider-Man, who cares? Foreign
Yeah.
language film, Roma, which is
Of
so
course.
crazy.
Roma like swept.
I didn't see it, but like now I have to. Even though
on
subtitles,
Netflix.
with my bad vision, I can't watch movies with subtitles. Best actor in a leading role, Rami Malek for Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, which I didn't see.
I didn't see, but I plan on seeing it. But what you didn't see on the Oscars, which I only saw when I was looking for stories this morning, is
Yeah.
when he got off stage during the commercial break, he fell, and there, EMTs had to come like take care of him.
That's literally why I watch the Oscars.
No,
is
I
to,
know.
Like, see a trip.
But they have paparazzi there, so they have so many paparazzi photos of him like looking so shocked, getting treated by emergency services. Like, obviously, I think like, oh, he's a drug addict. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like, if
right,
you
right.
fall, but like, I'm sure he just fell. Like, it's a slippery stage, you know.
No, right. And everyone's like wearing gowns that are like
Right.
4,000. It's easy to trip on a wire.
What were your thoughts on him just like making out with his girlfriend so hard when he won?
I mean, listen, get it.
I think it's like a stage relationship though. Like it's too convenient.
think?
Like for the press, you know.
But you don't think he's gay? You don't think he's like a...
No, I just think like they just like are like Kristen Stewart, Rob Pattinson. Like it's just convenient for them to date. I mean, she
Yeah,
did
that's
end up
probably
being
true.
gay, but like that's not what I was saying. I just meant like more of like an orchestrated Vanessa Hudgens, Zac Efron of it
Yeah,
all.
right. most relationships I feel like are staged in that way.
Olivia Colman won for best, and
she
I
did.
didn't know her, but honestly, she delivered the best speech I've ever seen in my life. She was hysterical.
She was hysterical, and I loved her from Broadchurch. Have you ever seen Broadchurch on BBC?
No.
It's like this detective show. She's just like a class act.
She's
just classy.
Did you see, what's her name? The girl from the Triscuit commercials from SNL. Cecily Strong.
Yeah, I like Cecily.
She played Olivia Colman in like a skit last week, and it was so funny because it's
No,
like she's everywhere this award season, but like nobody knows who she is.
Right, she's like British, came out of nowhere.
Right, that's what the role was. It was really funny.
Oh, that's great.
Best actress in a leading role, Olivia Colman. Best actor, Mahershala Ali.
Yep.
Love him.
For Green Book.
Yes. Best actress in a supporting role, Regina King won her first. And I can't believe that she didn't win for Legally Blonde. I can't believe she didn't win for A Cinderella Story. And I can't believe she didn't win for Miss Congeniality too.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
That's hilarious.
No, it's just like
Congeniality
she's
too.
been in Sam Fuller. Like she's been in so many iconic roles, and like this is the one they reward her for. Even though that movie does look great, but like really, she was totally looked over for A Cinderella Story.
No, she's been looked over
Time after
quite
time.
a bit, but she looks. I mean, she looks better than she did.
She was snatched.
She looked great. She looked.
This is what me and Jackie were saying. Like she was such a good actress in Legally Blonde,
Yeah.
Red, White, and Blonde, that I cannot think of her as anything other than Grace. Like she will always in my mind be Grace, who's Sally Field's little bitch, and then turned on her.
Like she could be in Schindler's List, and you're like,
no,
Grace. She's Legally Blonde. Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how good of an actor she is.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's fair.
So overall, it was a boring night. Everyone looked glam, but like meh.
I don't care about award shows enough anymore.
Me neither.
Like they're just a huge circle jerk for Hollywood, where it's like. I was saying this to my girlfriend last night, and I know I'm the old one here, but I'm like, wouldn't it be cool if we had an award show for like people who invented like DNA replication, like
23andMe stealing our
right, like actual like scientific revolution, as opposed to like, oh, they did a really good job in this film.
No, they're all just like it's so self-congratulatory. It's such bullshit. It's so
bad because I'm in
hypocritical.
entertainment saying this, but
Right.
it's true. I'm just kind of like I'm not learning anything.
And I feel like it applies to all award shows, but the Oscars in particular, because they take themselves so seriously. And it's like, are you kidding me? Like you made more money in 2 months of work than most people do in their whole lives, and now you're complaining you didn't get an award for it?
100%.
It's such a joke.
Everything is just like so buttoned up, and Andy and Anderson did a show at the Dolby Theater, which is where the Oscars were, and that theater is like bare minimum, bare bones. They don't even have Wi-Fi there. Like the people who run the Oscars have to pay for Wi-Fi for everyone in the room. Like they take them. It's just like the event. They won't give you anything.
That's
like
nuts.
no extra whatever, and it's crazy.
Now, I want to talk about one more thing that I'm sure you can't really speak on because you are an employee of NBC Universal, but we have to talk about the Juliana Rancic of it all because honestly, for that interview she gave with Bradley Cooper, she should be fired.
Can you walk me through the interview?
So she couldn't get her sentence out, and I was feeling for her because I'm sure it's intimidating. And the sentence,
but it's not like it's her first time,
right? But it's probably her first time interviewing him, like because he doesn't show up anywhere, and it's like his night, and she was obviously like really emotionally affected by the film, and she was trying to get her sentence out for like 25 minutes, and watching him watch her was even more painful.
Right.
But the sentence that she was trying to get to was so awkward. She was just like, "A Star Is Born" made me so emotional, and it really made me fall in love with my husband even more, which is like. Why does someone suffering from addiction make you love your husband even more?
And he kills himself.
Right, like, I don't know. I was just confused by the whole thinking.
Yeah, right.
But what she said was like, how does it make you feel to know that you have that effect on people? And it was obviously like a very wordy way and roundabout way of just getting to this weird question that already was a weird question. He was like, finally, when she gave him the microphone, he was like, wow, I don't know. Like,
great.
And then she interviewed Lady Gaga and figured out how to ask the question in a much shorter way. And Lady Gaga was obviously like, oh, thank you so much for saying that. Like, Juliana was just being a thirst monster fucking general, and she was bothering me so much, and she couldn't get a word out. Like, she was Megyn Kelly on the teleprompter, like, couldn't speak. Flub City.
So you don't like her in general?
Well, I don't like her, yeah.
Okay, well, you said, did you like A Star Is Born?
Okay. Let me put my phone on.
Put it down and like, put
Here
the
are
hands
my thoughts
together.
on A Star Is Born.
Yes.
It was definitely a good movie. Like,
entertaining.
I enjoyed it. I loved the music. I loved Bradley Cooper. I loved Lady Gaga.
Was that the only iteration you've ever seen?
Yes.
Okay.
So when people are referring to it as this like enormously important film, I was just like, no, I didn't see that. I just saw like a good musical.
Right, me too.
Me too. Especially for Lady Gaga, she was fucking phenomenal, and she deserved to win for Shallow. Her singing was amazing. Her acting was very good for a first-time actress. Like, it was not Oscar worthy. Like, the fact that she got nominated, honestly, like, I didn't think she deserved it, and I stand her. But I see it from strictly an artistic point of view,
right? Where
it's a great movie. It's no better than Country Strong. It's the same premise.
It's the same premise we've seen like a lot.
Right. No, it wasn't this like important cinematographic,
it didn't have like a moral to it at the end of it. It wasn't like this is going to change the way that men see women or whatever.
But people acting like it's this whole important
Yeah.
achievement for our generation. Like, no, I didn't see that. I saw a good musical where Lady Gaga looked snatched.
Yeah, I feel like Black Panther is more that than like
Right.
A Star is Born.
There was
I
a
haven't
message.
seen Black Panther.
But there was a message.
Right, exactly.
And it was important for a lot of people who
Yeah.
saw themselves represented. No, I didn't see it. I didn't see myself represented. It was good.
She wrote a great song. That song
Shallow
definitely
deserved to win.
But
She didn't deserve to be nominated. And she certainly, I don't think, deserved to win a bunch of the awards that she did win,
But it
beating
makes
Glenn Close.
so much sense that she was nominated, and that's like when La La Land won, whatever, 2-3 years ago, whenever that was. Like, remember when they announced it was La La Land, but then it was really like Moonlight? That was like one of the greatest days of my life.
I mean, it was so funny.
And I don't know. Like, yes, it was funny, but I was also like, if La La Land wins, like. Literally, the movie industry is just dead to me because I just thought it was so bad. Like,
I thought it was bad too, but we're in
theater.
the minority.
I know, like everyone crapped all over me for hating it. They were like, "How could you not think this was like so important?" And like,
no,
I was like, "They're dancing and not that well, and they're not that great actors."
No, they were not well, and they were not well. Bitch.
And I love them. I stand.
Me too.
Like, I love her.
For La La Land, I didn't think it was a good movie, but I saw a lot of things that like
they were unique.
It was unique.
Yeah.
The dancing was really like the choreography. They filmed that whole first scene on a real highway. Like there was a lot of things that were impressive about it. As a storyline, I didn't love it.
And the acting was like, okay.
Yeah, but there were parts of it that I thought were like the special effects were definitely cool. Like there were parts of it that I found impressive, and I do understand how someone could like it.
Right.
But people acting like and giving this reverence towards A Star Is Born, like that I don't get with.
I don't get that. I kind of wanted Glenn Close to win, and I like Olivia Colman, but just like I feel like Glenn Close like deserves.
Glenn Close has never won an Oscar. Did you know that?
I think she's the most nominated though.
And so
for never having
Amy
won.
Adams also has never won one.
Oh God, she's a babe too.
I feel like the time might have passed so for her to have won one. Like
really?
there were like a stream of like 5 years, maybe like 5 years ago, where she was in every like banger movie, like American Hustle.
Yeah. She was.
There was just like year after year. Now she's just in movies that like get nominated that I've never heard of.
She's in like high-end indie films now. She's like more of an artist.
I feel like she's not like making money now.
But she was amazing in Sharp Objects. Not that it was a film, but she was like, did you ever see Sharp Objects on HBO?
But she was nominated for a Golden Globe for that, right?
So good. Yeah, she was incredible in that.
Never saw it.
She could be like, she can do TV and film. I just like.
She's so diverse.
She seems like a very down-to-earth person.
She seems like she actually doesn't give a shit that she doesn't have an Oscar.
Like I will say, and again, I know that I work at Bravo, but I do like the celebrities that are famous without making celebrity their first job. Like that's why I like Olivia Colman because it's like no one knows who she is, but she's like a real person who does her job. She's like a working actress.
I'm literally the polar opposite.
Yeah, you love just like a celebrity.
Kim Kardashian.
You love
celebrities for being famous.
Of course.
Famous for being famous.
Of course, exactly.
Well, speaking of Kardashians, we have a developing story from last week.
Okay, I need your opinion.
Khloé appears to call Jordan Woods a snake in her latest cryptic message. Khloé Kardashian is continuing to send Jordan Woods and Tristan Thompson messages. After not so cryptically addressing the ongoing cheating scandal last week in her Instagram stories, Khloé has returned to social media to seemingly call out 21-year-old Jordan and 27-year-old Tristan once again. Tristan's only 27?
But also like 21 and 27, like you're babies.
No, totally.
They're babies.
So she put up an Instagram story that said, no matter how much a snake sheds skin, it's still a snake.
I love the cryptic Instagrams. By the way, it's like a puzzle. It's like a
cryptic,
blind
but it's
gossip.
also like not subtle at all.
No, right, exactly. Like everyone knows what she's doing.
And then also just one more development is Mike Fleiss, who is the producer of The Bachelor, has been like thirsting it up on Twitter. He's always being thirsty on Twitter. Like a couple seasons ago, he had 60,000 Twitter followers, and he was like, I will tell you who The Bachelor is when you get me to 100,000 followers. That was like 3 years ago. He literally has 80,000 followers. Like, he never got to the 100,000. He's so motherfucking thirsty. It's so annoying.
Everyone was like, eh.
So, yeah, right. So now he's like bandwagoning off the Kardashian thing, and there have been rumors before that like Khloé Kardashian would be the Bachelorette, even though like it's so not true.
That would never happen.
So he's tweeting like, I'm on the phone with Kris Jenner, we're gonna make it happen. And you know, these morons on Twitter are like, what? It's true. Even though like it's obviously not fucking true. Kim replied and was like, this is fake fucking news. And he replied like, oh, Kim obviously doesn't know that I've been working with Kris. Like really furthering, like he's digging his heels in on the thirst.
That's a thirst trap right there. He's like really trying to get himself involved.
So Khloé tweeted and they put a screenshot of a group chat between Kris, Kim, and Khloé being like, Khloé, are you doing The Bachelorette? And Khloé was like, absolutely not. Like, please, I have more respect than that.
Yeah, like, please, dear God, no, she doesn't need to.
So in a million ways, they're like not addressing what's going on, but like addressing everything.
I mean, two things with this. One, isn't like Kylie really the victim here? Because she like lost her absolute best friend out of nowhere. And number two, what is with the Kardashian women choosing like the worst men? Like, is it just me? Or I'm like, there's gotta be a good looking nice guy.
Businessman.
Right, out there that can handle the fame.
They say it's the Kardashian curse, when in reality, like, these men were cursed to begin with, you know?
I mean, like, I don't know if it's a Kardashian. And listen, Lord Disick, like, offers high entertainment value. It's a Daniel Staub of our generation. Like, I get that. Like, I want to watch him on TV. But just as, like, a husband?
Yeah.
Like, how could that... I don't know. And Kanye seems to be, like, off the radar now. I feel like Kim, like, really, like...
Cooled it down.
Kiboshed him on that.
Have you been seeing their Sunday churches?
No.
Okay, so for the past couple weeks, months actually, every Sunday Kim has been videotaping this like huge gospel choir like in this neon lit room that is apparently her living room, and they've been like making their own church. And then yesterday they did it outside, and Kanye was there and he was like leading this choir, and it was honestly amazing. Like it sounded and looked incredible, and they were all there just like that. They're very religious and they always go to church, but like now they're making their own church.
Are they really religious?
Yes, they all not religious,
It's such
spiritual.
Okay, spiritual. Okay, yeah, because I was gonna be like, that's such a conflict for me.
Yeah.
Creating your own church though sounds a little crazy.
Like culty, but it also sounds like, wow, you're so rich, you don't have to go to church, just make one in your house.
No, right. I mean, they hire their own fire department. Like, they created that. But, like, gospel singers would be the only reason I'd go to church.
No, I mean, I think that I am a gospel singer, and in some ways I kind of am, like the
That's your
Jewish
first-
gospel.
You could be the first comedian Jewish gospel singer in a choir.
To release an album, like a gospel album.
No, and I think that you should start, like...
And I would start with that song from Sister Act.
Of course.
Oh, happy day.
Yeah, start it low.
Oh, happy. And then we build it up to like, when Jesus washed, he washed my sins away. And then
You
also
don't have a bad voice.
No, I literally have the most amazing voice. Have you not heard me sing? I sang at Jackie's wedding.
Of course. Wait, what did you sing at Jackie's
Coming
wedding?
home from Country Strong. No, I mean, I have the most amazing voice. I would also have like the leading gospel director come in and restructure Shallow into like a gospel version for me.
Would you wear one of those like cool robes?
Of
You'd
course,
have to be
I mean,
okay,
so
good.
flattering.
Yeah, you have to be spiritual.
Yeah, and I could just wear like
flattering but comfortable.
wear leggings underneath, you know?
Yeah, never a heel.
No undies.
No undies.
No
Just
bra.
go-
No one can see it.
No, let it all.
Like a
hang.
graduation gown.
It's God's suit for you. Like,
true.
let it all hang
He
out.
wants me like the way I was born.
Yeah, right. Exactly. A
Nude
star is
and
born.
crying.
Done. Yes. Done.
Okay, so what are your thoughts on this Khloé, Jordan, Tristan tryst?
I mean, honestly, I struggle because like I respect the Kardashians for what they've done, but I'm also like so sick of them that it's like really hard to care. Like I will say at first, I was like, this is just a PR stunt, right? Like who in their right mind, Jordan, meaning Jordan, granted she's 21, so she's
Right.
like, would do this.
Who would be that
This
fucking
is so
stupid?
stupid. No one could be worth this.
Couldn't agree more.
She's so popular. She has all the ins. You know, Kylie gave her entire life. Like she could meet another famous, cute basketball, football
Right, he's
player.
essentially disposable.
In her world, absolutely. This
guess
isn't the
not
first
so much-
like famous rich guy that's ever found her attractive.
But I guess not so much anymore because they have a child together, and that's like you're tied.
no. I mean, for Jordan's standpoint, like why
Oh.
ruin it? Why ruin it on this guy? Like,
No clue.
Why would you ever go for not only Khloé's guy, but a guy that's in the Kardashian world?
Well,
Like,
there's conflicting rumors that either they've been together for about a month, which
Yeah.
obviously makes it so much more terrible.
that's what I thought Jordan admitted.
Not
been going
admitted
on for, like, a while.
It's just like E! Online and their sources have been saying that.
Yeah.
But then this morning I saw a bunch of reports at like semi-legitimate places saying that it was like a blacked out makeout sesh. And like if you're gonna throw your whole life away for a blacked out makeout sesh, they say that she doesn't really drink, so like when she does, it's really bad, and that's why she doesn't drink. And also, if she was like entrenched in this month-long affair, like her and Kylie are so close, like there was no way she would have been able to hide it.
Yeah, I don't understand with how, you know, do you watch Handmaid's Tale?
No.
Okay, so it's like there's this saying under his eye. Like I'm always like, the Kardashians are under his eye. Like
Yeah.
every time they burp, like the world knows about it. So if you're gonna do this huge cheating scandal, which seems like extremely harsh, how do you get away with that?
Right, like Kylie was not even really able to keep her pregnancy under wraps. Like everyone pretty much knew.
And thank God that True is so young that hopefully all this stuff will be like the 900th story that's come
Yeah.
out about them, because like if you grew up knowing that your dad did that or
Right.
your mom did that, like as a child, as a human being, like that's really hard. That's
Yeah.
a really hard emotional response as a child.
I also feel like in so many ways, like life works in weird ways. And I see Khloé here as just like this little doe-eyed deer, and she
Yeah.
wasn't able to get pregnant for so long. And like, you know what? She got the baby. And that's literally all that matters. Like Tristan can grab a spoon and eat her ass.
Yeah, I mean, I feel, or not, because
Or not.
he doesn't deserve that
Figuratively.
ass. He doesn't deserve
Figuratively.
that. I mean, to be fair, Khloé kind of knew the person she was ending
Right.
up with. This is his at least second time that we know about. I'm sure there's more, right?
Yeah.
When there's smoke, there's fire. So she kind of knew. Like Kylie has just been thrown for like a complete loop.
Right, and Kylie, you got to see a little bit of this on Life of Kylie, but she is so invested in her friendships, more so than in her relationships with her family. Like, I think she really considers like those 4 or 5 friends that she keeps around her, like closer to her than her actual family.
I feel like she was the most real around Jordan, and now that's completely gone.
Imagine how shook
erased.
she is.
Yeah, she has no one else that she can trust. Because when you bring someone in, even before you're famous and you're so close, and they probably only have like 3 people that they can ever be themselves truly in front of.
Yeah.
Because they're not in front of the cameras. People that they can make fun of. People that can do this.
And that's
she was one of
why
them.
People, like, I think, are confused a lot as to why Kim and the Kardashian clan have remained so close with Jonathan Cheban.
Right.
Like, at the end of the day, like, he's been tried, true, and loyal forever. And like, yes, he like thirsts out on Instagram, but like, I would too. And he's never been disloyal. Like,
right, he loves them.
When you're
like,
at that level, like, you can't afford to be friends with people for any reason other than the fact that they remain loyal to you and they don't sell stories to the press.
And you can't buy loyalty, so that's it. It has to be someone that was there with you from the beginning. And she was when she was a fetus, like they were together. So I actually kind of do feel bad for Kylie because that has to be like really horrible. Traumatizing for her.
Totally.
I mean, Jordan like moved back in with her mom, right?
Yeah.
It's just like the
sad.
It's like the saddest emotion
but
ever.
But it's also just proof how much she had riding on this relationship. Like,
well, that's the thing. Like, you're so stupid.
So like, that's dumb.
If everything worked out from what we know to be the case, like let's say all of this is true, she's literally the dumbest person in the world.
Alive.
I would never have sex with another person again just to stay in Kylie. Yeah, right. Like just to stay in Kylie's good graces.
I would wear a chastity belt.
I wouldn't even look at another woman ever again.
Well, speaking of people who need to wear chastity belts,
yes.
R. Kelly can't afford to post bail after judge sets $1 million bond and he remains in Chicago jail. So R. Kelly's attorney says the singer doesn't have the $100,000. Okay, literally.
It was, I think, $100,000 bail, and then they pushed it up because I thought it was $100,000.
Because I was going to say, Entertainment Online. The title says $1 million, and then the text says, the singer doesn't have the $100,000 bail he needs to post, CBS Chicago reports. Kelly will spend another night in jail where he's been removed into a private cell. R. Kelly's bond was set at $1 million on Saturday. What's the difference between bond and bail?
I have no idea.
Maybe you only have to post a portion of the bond?
Yeah, I think there is only part of it and then eventually to pay it back. Because obviously you don't get, just because you're arrested and indicted doesn't mean you go on trial tomorrow.
Right.
Like, it takes months and months and months, and you can't just be like, willy-nilly out doing what you want for that time.
If I asked you how old R. Kelly was, what would you say? Because his article says it and I'm shook.
47.
He's 52. Ew, that makes it like so much grosser.
I mean, not that it wouldn't be gross even if he was 47, but there's something about like being 50. It's like, dude, you're old. You're a dad. Like,
R. Kelly was charged with aggravated criminal sexual abuse against 4 women, including 3 minors. Steve Greenberg, Kelly's attorney, issued a statement late Sunday night. R. Kelly's spirits are good. Kelly is expected to bond out tomorrow, Monday. LOL, not. Right now, he's being held in the hospital area of the jail for security reasons. He's not sick or suicidal. It's easier for the sheriff and more secure that he's not in general population. Kelly will be in court around 10 a.m. Eastern time and should be released shortly afterwards.
There's something so satisfying about him not being able to like hit his bail, whatever. That's amazing. Did you watch all 6 parts of the Lifetime?
Of course.
I mean, it's the thing that bothered me the most about it was so Sparkle's niece was like the girl who got peed on or whatever, and then her parents like wouldn't even admit it was her. Like,
and they still are close with R. Kelly.
I know, obviously they're being paid off. Right?
Of course.
That's the whole crux of it.
But the well has run dry. He can no longer afford to pay people off. He can't even afford his own bail. So I wonder if that'll affect people coming out of the woodwork. What's so shocking about this is that Joycelyn and Azriel, who are the 2 girls at the last couple episodes, whose parents were there, they've been trying to get in contact, they showed up to court to support R. Kelly.
They showed up to
They're
court.
still technically in his cult. Like, they're still brainwashed or whatever, so they say. So they showed up to support him.
There's one thing about being seduced and like manipulated when you're 14, 17, especially with someone who's so famous, like
so rich.
But like as a parent, did you watch Abducted in Plain Sight on Netflix?
I can't watch shit like that.
Oh, okay. Well, if any of you have watched it, it was like the parents are like at fault. Like, how can you be so dumb? Like,
I know.
Oh my, and that's the thing. Like, we're not even thinking about it. It's like
it's horrible.
Your children.
When there were so many allegations out against R. Kelly already, and then those parents remember they had the 2 daughters, and the daughter went to go get the younger daughter and got beat up. R. Kelly told the parents they were gonna get a chaperone from the label. Like they're like, oh, okay, R. Kelly's getting a chaperone. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
We'll just throw a 13-year-old kid in the car and like she'll just go to R. Kelly's studio and come back. Like, aren't you questioning why he wants to hang out with your 14-year-old kid? Like,
R. Kelly at recess.
But like, also, it's all of our faults too, because his sales skyrocketed after that. Like, everyone's complicit if you're still supporting this guy. I mean, the fact that he's gotten away with it for so long is fascinating to me.
And if you think of all the people who had to lend a hand in making this whole thing happen. Like, if you think about just the girls going, you know, from house to the airport, the people driving them, the managers, the assistants, like,
and everyone knew.
There's so many people who were complicit, and like that's what's even scarier, like the innocent bystanders.
His older brother, who I think is in jail, because it seemed like,
yes,
and they didn't
that was the brother.
that.
Yes, but he was like in a jail suit, and the jail was behind him. Like,
yeah, like it was obvious, but they didn't also say why he was in jail. So I was like, he seemed to be the most accepting of his brother.
Well, that's what was so funny.
Right, I'm like, well, you're in jail.
And then he had another brother who was like a good guy, and R. Kelly fucking blamed. Yeah. They said, look, it's my brother in the video peeing on the girl.
Like, wasn't it true though that he was molested when he was a kid by an older woman?
They said it was
a sister, maybe?
Aunt or something.
It was.
That's why they had the three brothers in the beginning saying they were all.
That's why he has the thing with like little girls. And so, okay, listen, I do a podcast about murder, right? And so there's like a lot of sick, twisted things that happen in the things that we talk about. And on one hand, it's like nature, nurture. Mm-hmm. Like, do I think R. Kelly was born that way? Probably not. Like, he probably wasn't born a child molester or like into little girls. But obviously, like, some wires got crossed. Obviously, he had a tragic childhood, and that turned out to be that. So you're like, do I feel sympathy for this person? Like,
I don't.
At some point, no. Like, it would be one thing if he was 21 struggling with this. At 52, and you're making millions upon millions of dollars, and you're manipulating an entire world about this, no, fuck you, I hate you. Like,
no.
Please go to jail forever. And
I kind of hate when movies or documentaries, like, try to humanize, like, monsters. I know you're, like, supposed to, and it's important to understand.
It's important to backstory.
It's important to, like, people aren't born child molesters, like you said. So, like, it's important. Yeah. But I don't know. It's just, like, please. Fuck that.
Well, eventually you have to take responsibility for your own actions, right? Like, I'm born as smart or as dumb as I'm going to be.
But you still know the difference between right and wrong.
But you eventually have to, like, learn to read and, like, want to be on your own, like, for yourself. Like, the fact that R. Kelly couldn't read, I was like, well, that makes sense.
Right.
Like,
that
makes
so
sense.
Funny.
I know. And she was just like, and his ex-wife was like, I just want you to be that little boy who admitted that he couldn't read. And I was like,
she was so sad that the ex-wife who she had kids with.
Well, that's because she's probably like, I'm bonded to him for life. It's not just me. Like, imagine his children.
Half of him.
And do they even speak up about it?
The daughter said something. She's like, you have no idea what it's been like to like know the monster that is your father.
Right. Especially as a girl. You're like,
and like it's conflicted because like you are half of this person.
Right.
So do you hate half yourself?
Right. It's like, this is in me.
Terrible.
It's in me.
Terrible.
It feels bad.
So many terrible things going on in the world.
Yeah, R. Kelly 2020. Yeah.
Mussie Smollet. And I don't know if you're keeping up why we keep calling him Mussie. It's because he staged his own hate crime and it was extremely messy about it. So he's now Mussie Smollet.
That makes sense.
I mean, writing a personal check like with his name in the top left.
No, I mean like he literally wrote in the memo basically like hate crime to myself.
No,
like
staged hate crime. Yeah, right. Like hoax.
And I just love that he paid those guys $3,500 like a piece, and they were gonna go to jail like for the rest of their lives. Like $35. That's how much he views himself. He's like $7,000 of me. That's how I value myself. For
also, the core of why he did this was that he was really unhappy with his salary.
Right.
At $20,000 an episode. So you're just gonna fork over $7,000. That's half an episode almost.
It's just so. I mean, he literally ruined it for everyone. I mean, a lot of times, like that's how I felt like when all the Me Too stuff was coming out and it's still coming out. And like the Aziz Ansari thing, which I didn't think was the same thing as like a Me Too. I was like, okay, Aziz Ansari is an asshole, right? I don't want to go on a date with him. Right. But he didn't like sexually assault anybody.
You know, that's so funny. I was just reading something about that because I remember when it came out, it was on some like fake website, like that was not legit. And then there was a New York Times op-ed that was kind of like saying everything that people were thinking. It's like, the only thing Aziz Ansari is guilty of is not reading people's minds.
Right, is being maybe an asshole a little bit.
Yeah, like this girl was giving a lot of nonverbal cues, which like for a guy who's on a date and just wants to like get laid, like that might not be like your number one, and it should be, but it's not your number one concern to be like, is she blinking? Like, is she subliminally trying to say something? And he's guilty of being an absolute freak, like putting his hands in people's mouths, stuff.
100%.
He's guilty of being an ass for sure. He's
100%.
guilty of just being like a celebrity douche.
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt, but
he didn't kidnap her and force her back to his apartment.
But Mindy Kaling just went to his show or something and put up the tickets on her Instagram. It was like, this show was great. And the comments were flooded with just like, how could you? I thought you were an ally of women. And I feel like when I speak on this, like you can't say the right thing. Like I already am having a panic attack right now for what I said.
Me too. Me too.
So I don't know what the right thing is.
But it's not the same thing. My point is like, it's not the same thing as Harvey Weinstein.
No,
it's not the same thing as Bill
R.
Cosby.
Kelly.
Right. He's not drugging people. He might have had a really bad date and had the wrong signals. But like a lot of humanity is feeling out how other people are. Like,
and
you
like
know?
so many when this happens, like when someone accuses Harvey Weinstein, like 10 other people show up and they're like, yeah, hashtag me too.
Exactly. When no one else is saying about this, like
it's weird.
Well, yeah, and like. Okay, relating it back to Bravo. Below Deck, Adrian, the chef, like would make these kind of like sexual comments to some people, right? But she never spoke up. She never said one thing about it. And like, he wasn't being grabby. He was just like, oh, I've got your meat right here. Like, being
an asshole.
Being stupid boy jokes, but like, again, not, it shouldn't
making
make you
someone
like
uncomfortable.
off-rail. Right, but she should have also said something. And from my opinion, it's like, okay, if I'm a woman and someone says like, oh, Daryn, your boobs look great. No one ever say that because I have no boobs. But let's just say, in theory, someone said that about me. If that made me uncomfortable, I'd be like, dude, don't say that about me. It makes me feel uncomfortable. And then if he continues saying it, you're an asshole.
That's harassment.
That's harassment. You're an asshole. But up until that point, it could just be your vibe, and that could be your humor.
And it also just depends on the person. Right. It depends on the person. Like, if someone said to me, your tits are great, I'd be like, yeah, your dick looks big. Like,
right.
That's just
But
me.
that's you, and
I
you'd
know
be
that
fine
I'm
with
unique
it.
in that.
Exactly. Not every single person would say that
and
back,
not every single
and that's
person
cool.
is like sexually like comfortable just like being a freak.
Yeah, and I feel like we should be promoting, especially women, to like speak up for themselves.
Yeah,
like say what you find to be uncomfortable. Don't let it be like, oh, the man should read your mind.
Because
like,
you're making yourself the victim.
No matter what. And the guy can't read anyone's mind. And you know what? I'm a flirty person, and I like women, and like I make the jokes. And if you tell me it's uncomfortable, I will stop making those jokes.
Do you find that as a gay woman, like when you tell straight men that you're gay, they like get gross?
They get like really into it.
Right.
Like if I want to get a guy away from me at a bar, like if me and my girlfriend are together, we'll say that we're sisters or like best friends.
Smart.
Because, which obviously leads them to maybe want to hit on us, but saying that we're together in a relationship makes it 10 times worse.
Like they say, like, oh,
you just haven't met the right guy, or like literally the first time.
What?
The first date I ever went on with my girlfriend Carson, we were at a bar and these cops started hitting on us, and we like gave fake names, and this is our first date, and she's looking at me and she's like, I'm gonna she basically is like, I want to get out of here. And she's like, let's say we have to go to the bathroom. Like, you're sick. So I was like, oh, I'm not feeling well. I'm going to go to the bathroom. She's going to take me. And the guys like kept pounding on the door. We were in there for like an hour. We had our first kiss in the bathroom.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, but like, because we were both equally terrified of what was out there. Because they view it as, I mean, not everyone, but a lot of men view it as like, this is an accomplishment. Like, I'm going to tackle this.
Right.
I'm going to hook up with
it's
this
like a
gay
goal.
Girl. Yeah. Yeah, it's a goal.
Or better hook up with 2 gay girls.
Exactly. Like, threesome, oh man, like that's great. Like,
so we went on a tangent, but what I was trying to get to is the police chief in charge of Jussie Smollett's investigation says there's more proof that he staged the attack as the first photograph of the backdated $3,500 check he paid to Nigerian brothers emerges. The picture is just so funny and so stupid.
It's so great.
But the police chief went on GMA this morning, and he was interviewed by, I want to say, Robin Roberts, who also did the interview with Jussie like a day before it was released that it was this huge hoax. And
I remember that.
They're still under the impression that this is real. You could tell Robin Roberts is like extremely doubtful. She's like, well, the police are trying to help you. Like, why don't you just give over your phone?
Right. Like,
and he's like, well, you know, I have personal notes on there and songs I've written.
Right, but if you are hate crimed, like, here's all of my stuff.
No, like, here's my vagina.
Here's
like,
all of my, like, please, like, get this person off the street.
So she was doubtful, but he was being like an actor. Like, you know, like people who doubt me, like, I don't know if they'd be doubting me if I was white. And he's like, you know what? I'm like, yeah, maybe they wouldn't. Like, he was such a good actor. I'm like,
of course.
Right. You're right. And now Robin Roberts is the same person interviewing the police chief, who is just a class fucking act.
Yeah.
When he showed up to the press conference, like the day that it was blown up, he was just like, and you know, he's a police chief of Chicago, like one of the most violent cities. Like they have such a high crime rate.
Totally.
He's like, I've come to these press conferences every day, like nobody's here. Like I wish the victims of gun violence would get as much attention as this moron is getting.
I mean,
it's not right.
It's so not right, and he ruined it for so many people. And it's just like,
and so
the fact that he felt that it was justified is even sicker. I hope he never works again.
Ever.
I hope he never gets another job.
Well, what's so weird is that
Empire fired him, right?
They did, but like they took kind of a long time. I feel like with things like this, like you get fired and your shit is packed up for you and left at the door immediately. You're not allowed back on set. Like he bailed himself out of jail and then went to set for a few hours.
But think about what you just said when we were like talking about this. And we're like, we both feel uncomfortable even like saying one way or the other about this.
Right.
And like there obviously is a right and wrong. Like Empire being such a huge production, being a predominantly black production, like you want to support your own, your
That's
own
true.
factions. Like you don't want to make the same mistake too and jumping like, nope, you're fired. And then what if it turned out to be true? Then Empire's fucked, right?
Right.
And then
but
people
I
aren't
feel
going to watch
like
that.
everyone, the proof is overwhelming, but everyone is still saying like, if it turns out to be true.
Right,
Because
everyone's
we're
like-
still so afraid because like, how could this be fake?
Right, and it's like, it's a horrible thing if it
And
actually
there are
happened.
gay black men who get beat up all the time. It's not an unheard of thing, but when it
100%.
happens to someone prominent, you're like, wow, it really puts into perspective like how big of a problem it is.
Well, that's the thing too, is like if Jussie Smollett were smart, like he would have known that A, he would have had the public behind him, being a gay black man and being like somewhat famous, and two, like he could have not necessarily gotten away with it, but like there's plenty of things to like hate crime yourself or like even writing yourself like a really ominous letter.
well, that's what he did, but
would have
nobody
been
cared.
better.
Nobody cared. He wrote
But,
himself
like-
a letter and nobody cared.
But like either like with blood on it, some type of threat, like
Right.
some type of
A
trace,
dead
like,
rabbit.
something. Like I'm not encouraging it, and I don't think it's a right idea. I'm just saying like he made every single stupid mistake you can possibly make.
With
You
the personal
state something,
check.
and you're an actor. You know how a production is run.
I want to find this quote that I read.
It's insane.
From Trevor Noah.
Yeah,
I don't watch his show, but I think maybe.
I watch it sometimes.
What do you think about it? I literally never heard him speak. When he started talking with an accent, I was unbelievably confused.
I think he is so smart. I think he's really funny. Obviously,
Is the show good?
It's good. It's different. Like I just think it changed a little bit after Jon Stewart left because Jon Stewart was so that for me.
Right.
And then I felt like when Jon Stewart left, I also kind of grew out of the show a little bit. Like The Daily Show, I felt was very, very good to get your news when you're in your 20s, when you're in your late teens, and that's the humor you want.
Right.
And now I've shifted to like Last Week Tonight with John Oliver on HBO, which feels just like a little bit more adult.
Do you
I don't
think
know.
John Oliver works more than 2 hours a week? What does he do during the other days?
I'm sure he's like producing and writing the show like intensely.
Okay, this is what Trevor Noah said.
Yeah, say it.
He finds the silver lining. Sorry, I'm just trying to find this one quote. Oh, here. When this started out, it was a story about people who hated Jussie Smollett because he was black and gay. But now people hate him because he's an asshole. In other words, they're judging him on the content of his character, not the color of his skin. And that is progress. That's true. I thought that was such a good point.
That's actually a really good point, and 100%. Even if Jussie Smollett was a white lesbian, if he was me, essentially, and I could identify him and myself, I'd still think you were a bitch or an asshole or whatever you were. I'd be
Don't
like,
care.
this is stupid.
Yeah.
Even if you're just gay or just black or anyone committing your own hate crime on yourself, and then to do it so stupidly. And to literally get the message to be the opposite of what you want,
Right.
I can't think of anything more damaging for that type of community.
Not only damaging, anyone who literally has the time to stage your own hate crime is an incredible fucking loser.
Yeah, you're a loser. Like
Don't you have a
clearly you're
life?
not that emotionally wrecked from how you were treated on set or how much you got paid
20
to
grand an
not want to
episode.
stage your own hate crime.
20 grand an episode. Do you know how much I make per episode for the show? Done.
30 grand.
Yeah.
You know how much I make? Nothing. She pays me nothing.
No, that's true.
Slave labor.
So our final story is a segue into talking all things Bravo, but
Yep.
I've been meaning to talk about this on the show because Lisa Rinna gave a particularly snarky interview on Jenny McCarthy's podcast. I didn't even know she had a podcast. She just thinks it's really unbalanced, and she really kind of jabs at Bravo, the network. And as someone who I think is a representative of the Bravo network, I would love to hear your response.
Yes.
This is what she said, saying that Lisa Vanderpump did break a lot of rules. She didn't show up to the promo of where they shot all the cast photos.
Yep.
She was superimposed in.
our
She didn't
cast
show up
shoot.
to the promo party,
Yep.
the release party. So Lisa Rinna just doesn't see how it's fair. Quote, the fact that Bravo took there were no consequences, and she was just able to do that. I think it's a really bad example of women in the workforce. Jenny then asked Rinna if she thinks Vanderpump is treated differently by the network. The British beauty is the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills superstar, being one of the only 2 members on the cast who started out every season. Lisa Rinna responded, I do. She has another show on Bravo. It's not fair. It's not a fair playing field. I'm sorry, it's just not. So Lisa Rinna is basically citing that if someone else had done what Lisa Vanderpump Vanderpump did, someone who didn't show up to the photo
It's a
shoot.
job.
It's a job.
Right, it's a job.
She refuses to film with a lot of the women.
Right.
Now I don't know for sure, but towards the end of the season, like she's not in a majority of the scenes with most of the women.
Right.
So Lisa Rinna is saying if someone else had done, like let's say Erika Jane did it, and Erika Jane doesn't have another huge hit franchise, would she have gotten different treatment? Does Lisa Vanderpump get preferential treatment?
I don't think Lisa Vanderpump gets preferential treatment. I mean, listen, I think that she's got 2 shows on Bravo. Mm-hmm. She's obviously an OG. Like she's going to be under his eye more than any other person just because of what's happening. But I understand Rinna's point, and it's a good one to make. And I don't think that Bravo. I mean, I can't say for sure. I wasn't in every single meeting, but I can't imagine that Bravo was like, yeah, it's okay. Lisa doesn't have to show up for work. Like,
right.
No, it's your job. Like, we all take it very seriously.
So now let me ask you, and I have a feeling the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion has not been filmed yet.
Correct.
And it won't be filmed for a few months?
Correct.
So I have a feeling that she's going to pull an Adrienne Maloof and not show up because Adrienne Maloof could not take accountability for her actions, and then also her divorce. Like, it was just too much. Lisa Vanderpump is a lot of things, but she is not accountable. And like all these women coming for her, like they almost came for her with that Mexico magazine thing, and then Kyle at the last minute turned around.
11th hour, yeah.
Kyle is the only person who could really take this Lisa Vanderpump reckoning all the way. And it seems like Kyle is on board this time. Last time she almost got there, being friends with you,
She's on
playing
the
chess with
outskirts
Bobby
this year
Fischer.
with Vanderpump, yeah.
So she's the only person who could really take it all the way. I do think that there's a strong chance that Lisa Vanderpump does not show up for the reunion. What would you guys do then?
I couldn't say for sure what we would do then, but it really would not be a good look.
You get fined?
I'm sure you did because there must be a contract of how much you must. Like, I've never seen her specific contract, so
right.
I can't say legally one way or the other because once I say it, then people think it's fact. But it is still a job. Like, no one's just like, you know, if you want to come into the office, it's not like me and Andy, like if you want to come into the office today
right.
for 2 hours, do it. It's like, no, you are required to be filming when you are here for this amount of time. It takes months and months and months to film. I will say with that, let the season unfold. Okay. Let's see what happens. Let's see what the public starts thinking of it, because I do think that's going to sway
her.
Her for sure, because you're still, no matter what, no matter how famous or how rich, you still care about what your fans think.
The court of public opinion is a strong swaying, especially in Housewives.
100%, like it's her government, like that's what matters. And if we're not filming the reunion for another 4 months, 3 or 4 months, that's plenty of time for public opinion to change and sway, and the other women could, like, you know, she could slowly, you know, ingratiate herself to her and immerse herself in their hangings out and see, you know, slowly kind of repair that relationship. It wouldn't be a good look though for you not to show up.
There is a rumor that they're doing another Pump Rules in Vegas for her new restaurant, Pump in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Can you confirm or deny those rumors?
I can't confirm or deny, but I will say if Bravo's doing that, it's a great idea.
It is.
Well, yeah, because like Sheena would be great, like going over to Vegas.
Oh my God.
Because she lived there, she'd show there. Like
Jackie made a good point though. And it's like now that Vanderpump Rules is so successful, there's a bunch of other like spin-offs, people trying to be like Lohan's Beach Club, like workplace drama. But
Lohan's
the reason,
Beach Club wishes it was Vanderpump
of course,
Rules.
But everyone wishes they were Vanderpump Rules because Vanderpump Rules from the very beginning had what nobody else has, and they have that history. It's
authentic.
They worked there for 7 years without a TV show.
They worked there for 7 years without a TV show. They all have been friends for the better part of a decade.
Right.
Like they came in with drama.
So
People
could the
don't
new
realize
Pump
that.
Rules have that? Because it's a new restaurant.
I mean, maybe, but if there were people that moved over from Sir, Villa Blanca, or
Right.
Pump, and they all had their own relationships,
That's
because
so
now
true.
like Faith and Adam and these like secondary characters, like I know who Faith is, like I know exactly what she looks like. Like she's done other MTV shows from there, like Max. Like there are those like kind of secondary characters.
Christina Kelly,
right?
Jesse Montana.
Those. Exactly. You've casted it
But they're
right now.
secondary for a reason, you know, like nobody cares about them.
Maybe, but they might if they like moved over and
If they
had
had
their
more
own
airtime.
drama. Right, because season 1 Vanderpump was so different than season 7.
Totally.
Like
Laura Lee?
So
If you get Laura Lee for Pump Rules Vegas, I will watch.
you're in. Like you are in. We can bring back the Jack
She
thing.
was hysterical.
Her and Faith had sex with Jack. Like there's just so much fodder there. It's so good.
That's so true. And you always forget how close Vegas is to LA.
And she does have like a number of employees. It's just that like the
Sit
core
around.
6
Peter.
or 7.
Peter Madrigal.
I know. I like.
What justice for Peter? Why isn't he more of a full-time cast member?
I feel like because he's actually, you know, when you talked about how you got mad at me that I don't leverage my Instagram more with what I do, and I was like, I'm a professional, and you were like, okay, that's fair. Like you do have like a job that you need to protect. You can't be in Andy's ass like every 2 seconds.
I mean, you can.
I
but-
sort of feel like that's like Peter. Like Peter is me, where he's like, I have a real. He's a manager. Like he probably gets paid pretty well.
Yes.
Probably gets paid to being on an episode, but he has a real job that's going to take him farther than maybe the TV show, so he doesn't want to.
That's fair.
Do you find him attractive?
No, not at all. I actually find him unattractive. Do you find him attractive?
No,
Maybe
I
because he has
don't.
long
But like, I
hair?
get it.
Maybe because he has long hair and he
Yeah, and he's like a
woman.
nice guy. Like, you know, you're always
He's a
trying to
good
set
guy.
me up with people. Like, you need to do that for Peter.
No, totally. But like, there's something about Peter that I just find like, ugh.
Like who? Okay, so of all the guys on Vanderpump Rules, who would you most want to hook up with, and who would you least want to hook up with?
I would most want to hook up with Jax.
Still not even Schwartzy.
No, honestly, Schwartz pisses me off so much. He's such a bad like husband and businessman,
So
and like
cute.
he's the hottest face-wise. But
Yes.
like he bothers me so much. And honestly, like Katie is just such a woman and like such a female
is. She's like-
entrepreneur. Like honestly, he's just such a pussy. Sometimes I can't stand him. I think Jax is so hot.
He's back to season 1, Jax. This
Skinny
season. Yes.
Jax. He's
Good
a little
facial hair.
misunderstood, I want to say. Like,
Yeah.
I have met him countless times. He is so kind to me. Like, when he doesn't have to
Oh, I
be.
love him.
He always, like, I met him once and he remembers me every time he gives me a kiss on the cheek and I'm just, like, charmed by him. I'm like, oh my God,
you are
Jax.
like you are.
I'm Jaxed.
Like, if Jax was R. Kelly, like you would be that
Stop.
14-year-old girl, and you'd be like,
No,
like,
I think he's
that's you.
misunderstood. I think the network, like the producers and the editors, like don't love him, and they always give him like a weird edit. Even his proposal, like it was a little weird, but like
Yeah.
there was a lot of meaning behind it, and they didn't put that in at all. I found out on Watch What Happens Live when they were like, "Oh, well, it's this really special restaurant to us because we used to go there all the time," or something with his dad, and
Yeah.
him spending all that extra money on the ring. Like I don't know. I just think he's a little like he's definitely like a weenie womanizer, like fucks girls,
100%.
whatever. But
But like
he-
a one-time hookup, you'd feel very satisfied.
yeah, and I do think like at his core, he's actually a good person.
Yeah, no, listen, I actually really like him. Like
Yeah.
he's like a genuinely nice guy.
And then
He's great for
girls-wise,
TV.
I would
Yeah.
hook up with Lala.
And who would you least likely hook up with?
I think just personality-wise, like Ariana would fucking hate me.
Oh, see, I would hook up with Ariana for show.
Really?
In.
I think but then looks-wise, I think after Lala, I would probably hook up with Stassi.
Yeah, of course. That's
I love
obviously-
Stassi.
Yeah, I love Stassi.
Yeah.
Stassi's so much better now than she was season 1. Like watching
She's been
her-
humbled.
So, but like genuinely so that she's just like nice off camera.
And the
like,
good, the bad, the bogey, her boyfriend is just so fucking cute.
he's a sweetheart.
Perfect
and,
for each
like,
other.
I love their relationship.
I knew we would spiral into a conversation,
Yeah,
and
of
I know
course.
you do have to leave soon, so I just want to run through a couple things with you.
Yeah, go
Do you
ahead.
have 5 more minutes for me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, talk about Andy. He's a dad now?
He's a dad
You
now.
were at the baby shower, you were like fully, like, and
I was at the New York one and the LA one.
Oh, okay. Well, I know you spoke to Jackie about the baby shower, but I wasn't here, so we have to talk about it again.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chesters, if you already heard it. Andy is the father, Benjamin Allen. I love the name, first
Yeah.
of all. It's so presidential.
It's after his grandfather.
Love it.
Yes.
Benjamin Allen Cohen.
I call him Benny.
He's been wearing a baby Bjorn.
Yes, he has.
Does he love it?
He's perfect for it. I was like, this is a perfect like dad bod photo of you because he like still looks good and buff, but he's just got this little like nugget. Him holding Wonka yesterday with the paparazzi.
So
it was great.
is it difficult because I feel like, and I read Andy's book, so I do feel like I know him.
Yeah.
Waka was such a huge part of Andy's life. Like it was
Sure.
really like the center of his universe. But when you have a child, like that, just your priorities change. Do you think Waka is feeling like shafted?
No, I think that dogs are really empathetic. Like at first I thought that too, and Andy and I would talk about it, and he's like, I'm just not gonna make a big deal of it. Like I feel like if you don't make a point to like force the relationship, it kind of happens naturally.
Yeah.
And I think dogs are really empathetic and they wanna care for anything that's like tinier than them. And there's this picture that Andy showed me, and like Waka's kissing Ben's like face, and both of their like snouts, and yeah, I'm saying that his son has a snout
Yeah.
just because I can't think of a good word, just like against each other, and it was like so cute.
That is
And I've been
so
attacked
cute.
by Waka before, so like
Right.
I'm personally terrified, but it was just like so adorable. I haven't seen any bad behavior from either one of them, and Benny's like the best baby ever.
So I don't know if this is a wildly inappropriate question, and I'm sure that it is if I have to preface it with that.
Probably.
But so, the surrogate,
Yeah.
do we know her?
Like personally,
Like, are they going to maintain a relationship? Is it her egg?
it's not her egg. I don't know about maintaining a personal relationship. I mean, there's obviously like
What was she like?
I haven't personally met her. I've talked to her before. She's perfectly lovely. She's a professional. I mean, this is something, you're carrying someone's future. Perfectly healthy, ate everything, did everything right. It was like a great pregnancy.
Is it Sarah Jessica Parker's egg?
No, it's not SJP.
So it's like we're never going to find out who the father of Mindy Kaling's baby is, and we're never going to find out who the mother of Andy's baby is.
Probably
is it a famous
not.
person?
I think it's not a famous person. I think it's really hard when you are famous because, especially if you have a donor, like the public is just like ready to jump
So
on you, and
thirsty.
it's not SJP's egg at all. I am telling you this factually, like it
Too
is not
bad.
hers. But let's just say that it was like,
Right.
and imagine that came out like. people wouldn't shut the fuck up about it anytime Andy was out as SJP.
That's
like,
so annoying.
You could never have that like fully blind.
Normal.
Yeah, right, exactly. And like you want to do what's right for Ben.
So you went to the East Coast baby shower.
Yeah.
Was it very low key? What was it?
Yeah,
Where was it?
It was in Andy's apartment. It was very low key. It was very tame. It was like his closest friends. There was probably 25 of us there. And we had one of those like confetti cakes, you know, that Kelly Ripa talks about.
Yes,
Like,
so
Kelly
you
Ripa
open
was
up.
there, open it up, and like all the candy spills out. It was nice. It was like a catered thing. We had drinks.
Swanky.
It was like what I thought the housewife one was going. Like I thought it was going to be like a tasteful luncheon. You know what I
Right.
mean? And it didn't turn out to be that at all.
Well, the Star is Born theme was so funny. Now,
Yeah.
the narrative that, as a social media consumer, that was sent to me was that Kyle Richards, the OGs, hosted it.
Yeah. Yeah. After they did that.
Does that mean they paid for it?
Yeah, after Bravo didn't pay for any of it. Bravo didn't pay for any of the travel. We didn't film any of it. Like nothing was paid for by Bravo. All of them flew out themselves. All of them got the gifts themselves.
That is so lovely.
All
But you
of
did
that-
Radio Andy from live.
We did it, yeah, because it was like you couldn't
Of
not,
course.
and it was like so great. But all of that was the housewives themselves who threw it. Like after the Come OG Faithful, which was December 20th, when he
Amazing.
announced the baby. After the show, they were all like, "We want to throw you a baby shower," and so it came together a month later because the baby shower was on January 26th. So that's why like not everyone could be there. We were probably missing like 6 housewives. Like
Well, so most
Kelly
notably-
Dodd was already, you
Most
know.
notably, Lisa Vanderpump was missing.
Lisa Vanderpump, we were serving Vanderpump rosé.
Right.
So she was there in spirit.
Do you think she wasn't happy that you didn't do it at Pump?
I feel like she would be happy we weren't doing it.
Really? Because there was so much press around it. Like,
I
how could
know,
you not?
but then she'd have to show up.
Right. So was she was in town.
I mean, I assume so. I didn't know her schedule, but
Bethany
I
wasn't there either, but I think Bethany thinks she's too good for that kind of stuff.
Bethany wasn't there. She had a prior appearance. Kelly Dodd wasn't there. Melissa Gorga wasn't there. Deandra wasn't there. Portia wasn't there because she was pregnant.
Fair.
Phaedra showed up.
Phaedra
Marla
showed up.
was there.
Phaedra was a gift. I heard from Nene to Andy.
Yeah, yes.
Does Andy love Phaedra? I love Phaedra.
I love Phaedra.
And I know she did something incredibly fucked up, and I should hate her for it.
100%.
Like horrible?
Watching her redeem herself would be a really good storyline,
Yeah.
a really good plot line for other people.
I do think she'll make her way back, but in the moment,
Yeah.
the network had to do the right thing because what she was accusing Candy of was horrible.
It was horrible. Luann wasn't there.
She had a show in Boston.
She had a show. And then, yeah, I think like pretty much everyone else was there.
So every housewife was technically invited.
Yes.
What about like Aviva Drescher, like past housewives?
No, because then you don't really know where to cut it off.
Right, like Carlton Jebbia.
What do we have, like 150 people?
The
like,
DC housewives?
Right, exactly. We haven't like even all Miami. Like, what are we inviting Joe?
Do you want to hear something so funny?
Yeah.
So I went to Countess Luann's show, and do you know how, I'm sorry to blow up her spot because I'm sure people are going to go, but do you know how she ends her show?
No, tell me exactly.
She goes,
how.
just like the Real Housewives of DC, the show must come to an end. How funny is that? I thought it was so clever. I was like,
I
really
love that
impressed.
like inner housewives jab to
I
each
know.
other. Like, God, that's TV gold.
So speaking of inner housewife jabs, the Real Jacqueline and Jennifer both went to Luann's show in Jersey.
Yeah.
I would love to hear your thoughts on the new housewives.
In terms of Jersey? Or in
Yeah,
okay.
Jersey.
I think Jackie is like super smart. I think she's really, really fun. She seems like the most relatable. Like, I just like Jackie. I really have nothing bad to say about her.
Mm-hmm.
Jennifer is the most perfect person for TV ever made.
I love her so much.
And like, I'm from Jersey, so like I know exactly everything that they're talking about. Like, I grew up in the town like next door to where Jennifer
Right.
Aydin's like, I have a palace and it overlooks Paramus, New
Right.
Jersey. And like, if you know Paramus, New Jersey, and listen, I'm from Jersey, but it's just kind of like, what are you looking at?
Right.
Like, it's not like, oh, I have Central Park West apartment
Right.
overlooking like the Hudson in the park. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like that. Like, you're overlooking the mall.
I definitely-
It's just so funny.
I love Jennifer. I think she's great for TV.
She's
And
perfect for
Melissa
TV.
said something, when she came on the show, she said like the most insightful thing. She was just like, people think she's like a crazy drunk Jennifer, but
Yeah.
it's like, she has been like cooped up in her house for 10 years. Like her kids are her life, her husband, like she takes her marriage really seriously. Like she's
Turkish. Like,
she takes
she's
her mommy
serious.
duties really seriously.
Yes.
And this is like the first time where she has like a friend of girls where they go on trips and
Yep.
they drink and it's like liberating. And that's why Melissa was like, when I came on the show, like I was Joe. What can I do to make Joe? Let me have sex with Joe. Let me make Joe for the kids.
Exactly.
Joe. And the second I like was liberated into like womanhood and
Being
I
your
started my
own
own
person.
business, she was like, it's addicting. And thankfully Joe like supports it. But that's why a lot of the women from the show get divorced because their husbands aren't used to them like having this new life when they were housewives.
Right. None of them are housewives anymore.
And that's what's happening with Jennifer. She's on this like liberating like vacation.
Yeah.
And I don't think she's gonna get divorced because I think her and her husband like weirdly have a good marriage. And I do think he loves the show because
also,
he's
like-
always wearing his branded Aiden plastic surgery like scrubs.
And like they're Turkish, like they very
stay
serious
together.
about marriage. But I do like,
And
he
I
was
respect that.
I do like how he said, like, it took me 10 years to, like, my goal this past, like, 10 years of being married was to keep the tequila away from her. And I was like, that's so accurate.
It's
like,
so Jordan
that's
Woods.
So, yeah, like, that's so true. Like,
I like them.
everything
I
about
like
it.
both the housewives. For some reason, I can't get behind Jackie, and I'm not sure why, because everything she's saying, she's correct. Like when she's arguing with Teresa, who's
She's like
being
the smart, like.
Teresa's being so unreasonable. The reunion, she's so irrational.
She was like, you're on the Teresa show?
Yeah, she was being nuts.
Yeah.
And Jackie was saying all the right things, but I'm just like, stop. For some reason, like, I can't get behind Jackie. I can't support her, and I don't know why.
I think that, like, let her develop. Like, to me, it's coming off a little bit of Carrie Radziwill-ish.
Yeah.
Where she's like, she's very smart. She's a journalist. She takes herself very seriously.
A little more like high horse.
A little bit of that, but like,
she's just like so unlikable. I don't know
I
why.
think she's likable because she's kind of different than the rest of them. But let's see if she gets herself into like more drama. You know, if she comes back,
Yeah.
like things unfold. Because I think when she starts being really Jersey, that's when you're gonna fall in love with her. Like
Right.
that's what you want to see.
Jackie put it so perfectly. Jackie has a really interesting way of like analyzing housewives in a meaningful way, because I did think it was odd that like she's on TV for 5 minutes and the first thing she does is reunite with her sister after 15 years. Like,
And you don't hear her on the phone. Like that's what I did think. I was like, huh.
weird. And Jackie was like, because you want to know why? Like, we don't care about her yet. She's a first
Right.
season person. Like her, like, and her, like, we barely care about her, let alone her relationship with her sister. Like, we needed her
Exactly.
to develop more, so then we become invested. Like, now I'm so invested in Margaret because I absolutely love her and I love her husband, and I think the dynamic with
She's my favorite.
Jan is so weird, and Brett. Like, I want to hear more.
Exactly. So like, let her breathe a little bit. Like, let it. I mean, even Dolores' storyline this year, I felt like
I
it was
love
even.
Dolores.
I mean, Dolores and Margaret are like my favorite
Me
people
too.
ever. Like, but even just seeing like Frankie Jr. and seeing like Frank and oh my God, he's so attractive. Frank and Dolores' relationship like really come to fruition. Like last year, I wasn't as concerned with it, but
Yes.
this year I'm like, I just want you two to like be together forever, and I love this, and I love both of you
Because you
and this is
care
amazing.
more,
Like,
you become so
exactly.
invested. And like with Jackie, I just thought it was like a weird, thirsty thing to do on your first season.
Right, fair, but
It was like a Hail Mary. Like, I want everyone to like me. Let me throw my sister.
But it's also like, you know, these are good opportunities for other and the public to see that, like, listen, it could be 10 years, it could
Yeah.
be 15 years. Like, maybe this is
a good message.
It's a good message, and it's important, and we'll see how it unfolds. But the reunion is like so good.
It's so good.
Second part is going to be
Well,
awesome
I get
too.
screeners because I'm special, and
Yeah.
I live for screeners. Like, I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
so cool and special knowing things. I try not to watch like until the day of, because I don't want to accidentally spill something on the show.
Okay, see, I watch like 10 episodes ahead, and
Do
I'm like,
you?
oh, have you not seen when like
That's
Lala
hard.
turns into a robot, and they're like, what?
Right.
I'm like,
That's what Jerry O'Connell said. He was like, I got so many screeners for
no,
the
you
first
have
3
to
pilots.
like pace yourself.
Yeah.
Because you want to keep into the zeitgeist, like, and then the moment you spoil something, you're like, you're dead in the water.
Yeah, and then they take your screeners away.
Exactly.
So I'm behaving.
Exactly.
Okay, well, thank you, Daryn. Sorry for keeping you so late.
No, thanks for having me. I love
Everyone
it.
follow Carpe Daryn on Instagram,
Yes.
even though she doesn't thirst out as much as I would like her to, but I'm gonna make her take a picture with me today, and everyone go like and leave a nice comment about her hair.
Yes, please.
And that's all we got. Scheduling update, I am headed to Utah because I'm just fucking tired, and I'm just
Mama
not
needs a
feeling,
break.
I'm listening to my body. I know bloggers always say that, and I'm like, you guys are so full of shit, but like, I woke up yesterday and I was like, I need to listen to my body, because I just have been working a lot, and I'm not doing okay. Like, mentally I'm fine, but like physically I'm not. So we're gonna be doing podcast episodes for the rest of the week. We're gonna live stream some, just don't worry about it. We will take care of you. When you wake up every day, there will be a podcast waiting for you.
I feel really lucky to be the last thing you see before your vacation.
I know it's supposed to have Taylor's Trekker, and I had to cancel on her just because I'm really like, I'm not doing okay.
Yeah, you're not. I'll let Taylor know you.
She knew.
Send your condolences.
And honestly, I'm sure she was happy, like less work. Like,
yeah, no,
she
she's
can go
great.
back
I don't have to wake
bed.
up early.
right.
Yeah, right, exactly. She was very happy.
Okay, so we will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great week. Bye.